Good day, everyone. This is a Meter Man with DividendMeter.com. I'd like to share with you a very simple spreadsheet I created for tracking annual dividend income from stock investments. The spreadsheet is created in Google Sheets. It's set up to automatically import stock prices and dividends when it's opened. What's really cool about this is I really just need to input the share quantity and ticker symbol, and it will calculate everything else for me. For example, let's say we added 10 shares of this company and another 10 shares here. Notice the needle on the left. As you add shares, it moves higher. This is the expected annual dividend income you should receive for these investments. Over here in column J, I've added a buy-sell indicator. This is based on dividend yield. It looks at the current stock dividend yield, and if it's too low, I may want to consider moving that investment into another position with a higher dividend yield to keep that needle moving higher. If the dividend yield is too high, it may be a time to add more shares of that particular company. So today I want to share with you how you can create your own dividend tracking sheet like this. If you prefer to download a ready-made template, we have this template available at DividendMeter.com. It's set up to look at the dividend aristocrats. We also have step-by-step instructions available with copy and paste formulas. If you go to DividendMeter.com, our main tab here, how to create a dividend meter, will give you step-by-step instructions. But let's go ahead and get started creating our new dividend meter. After logging into Google Drive, the first thing you want to do is go to File and New and Spreadsheet. Next, I want to rename this, and you can name it anything you like. I'm going to call this my dividend meter. Column A, we want to widen. We want to provide room for that dividend meter gauge chart and a position bar chart underneath. Starting in column B, I want to add my main headers. Shares and symbol will be manually inputted fields. Starting column D, we're going to start importing automatically the company name. Value will be a calculated field. Price will import. Dividend will import. And yield will be a calculated value along with annual income. Okay, I want to add a few share quantities and symbols, so as we begin to add our formulas, you'll see it'll automatically start importing information. So to start with, I'm going to just enter a quantity of 0 here. And if you grab this little box in the corner, you can just pull that down. So if I want to set this up to track, let's say, 5 companies, I'm going to drag it down here. And let's go ahead and enter some symbols here. I'm just randomly putting in some things at this point. Okay, so we have a few companies to start with. Cell D2, this is where we want to add a formula that will import the company name. To make this easier, I'm just going to copy and paste that from the spreadsheet I've already set up. Again, we have these available at DividendMeter.com. You can copy and paste, or you can simply pause the video and look at that formula right there. We'll pull this information from Google Finance. Google Finance has many other financial data points available for importing if you would like to customize your dividend meter further. Okay. So it automatically pulled in the company name. Now value, we're going to have this be a calculated field. Again, to speed this up a little bit, I'm going to copy and paste some formulas. This is going to look at the number of shares and the price and multiply those figures. Okay, price we'll want to import. Dividend we will import as well. Now, this is a field where I'm using a little bit different formula. I prefer the dividend annual figure that you can get from Yahoo Finance. So this formula is set up to pull that in from their information. Okay, yield we're going to calculate. And finally, annual income we will calculate as well. Okay, so we have our basic columns in place. I may want to format some of these for dollar value, for example. These three columns, E, F, and G. If we go up here to format and number, we want currency on those. The yield, we want to format that for percent. Okay, and I'm going to pull these down. Watch how they automatically import company name and the prices and dividends. Okay, it's time to add our dividend meter gauge chart. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to add a sum, which will add up all the annual dividend incomes. Actually, I want this over here in column I. And right before it, I'm going to add dividends. This will provide a label for that gauge chart. And then here we want to sum this column. Oops, that should be a 6 there. Okay, so I have dividends as a label, and here is the total annual income. I want to highlight these two cells and go to Insert, and we want a chart. And the chart type you want is a gauge chart. Let's go to customization. Now, this is all up to you, but I like to show a negative amount. Before I started investing in high quality stocks to pay dividends, I was in a debt situation, so my dividend meter actually at that point was a negative figure. Okay, so I've added a few customization fields there, which will color in my meter nicely. We're going to click Insert. And now I just need to drag this in position. Over here, where it's really easy to see when that spreadsheet is opened. Now underneath that, I would suggest adding a portfolio bar chart. Again, you can visit dividendmeter.com for more information about how to do that and customize your spreadsheet further by adding the buy sell indicator column. You may also want to add conditional formatting for your dividends. So if that dividend increases, you'll be able to identify it easily the next time you open the spreadsheet. So thank you for sticking with me. We hope you've enjoyed this video and find it useful.